Hi, this is Lawrence Shapiro from Between Sessions Resources, and today I'm going to give you a short tour of our new workbook creator. You get there simply by going to betweensessions.com and clicking on the navigation. This is going to take you to the application. You'll put in your username and password, the same that you use for Between Sessions, and log in. At that point, you'll manage clients, and we're going to add a client. It just takes a few seconds. You can add a name or you can add a case number. We'll just call this test client number 3. You can put in the date of birth or not, and you'll want to put in the client's email. In this case, I'll put in my own email. Submit, and you've created a new client. You'll notice that we have some clients that are still in the pending stage, like the one we just created. That simply means that the client hasn't filled in the problem checklist yet. Other clients have completed. Here's an interesting point. If a client has filled in a problem that indicates immediate concern, you'll get a notification right in your dashboard. At this point, we'll go ahead and look at the pending client we just created and click the green button, Create Book. And it's as simple as clicking Send an email to the client, and that's going to send them the problem checklist. If you'd rather, you can print the checklist right here and give it to a client. This is what it looks like. It's 220 questions that the client identifies the problems that they have and then rates them from on a 1 to 5 scale. I've gone ahead and completed the client checklist pretty randomly, but as you can see, there's a notification that I've gotten that says problems that were checked indicate that this client may be in crisis. Within the 220 questions, there are questions that indicate the client might be thinking about hurting themselves or someone else, or might be in some other danger. So of course we want you to drop everything and pay attention to this issue. Now it's time to create the book. So we're just going to go to that client, click the green button. Again, this is where we started with the problem checklist, and now we're going to go to Choose Techniques. And as you can see, based on the practice questions that I checked, the software has suggested specific techniques, the description, objective, keywords you can see for each technique, and you're going to select the ones that fit that particular client and then click Add to Book. You can also add techniques from the database or even upload your own techniques. Now it's time to actually put the book together. I'll click Create Book, and the first thing I'll do is look at different covers that are available and choose one that I think might be most useful or interesting rather for this client. And we'll just put a title on it, My Therapy Workbook. Click on the cover, resize, and then put maybe who it was created for or who it was created by, but let's say created for test client 3. And we'll add that cover to the book. Now we're going to scroll back up and add a little more content to the book. This allows you to add an introductory page which really personalizes the book. You'll write it, of course, in MS Word and then upload it in a PDF format, but you can write something specific to your practice, to the specific client, really anything you want to say. If you want to look at what techniques are in the book, you can just simply print the techniques table and use this both either as a table of contents or, as you can see, as a way for you to keep track of what's assigned and what's completed. Finally, you can add a mood diary. We'll add 5 pages. This would be at the end of the book, and this will help the client just keep track of their moods on a daily basis. Now you're done. One click, download the book. Open it up, and that's what we just created. We didn't put in an introduction to this particular book, but there are all the worksheets. You can see we try and keep a standardized form, which includes reflections, which will tell you about how the exercise helped the client or didn't help the client. Studies tell us that feedback is really an important part of understanding your client and accelerating growth. So we've also added a feedback section, which you would do after the workbook has been created and is a part of ongoing therapy. We've got 3 different feedback forms: general client feedback, session feedback, and progress on goals. And it's simply a matter of clicking the one that you think is most appropriate. As you can see, the email automatically comes up. You can send it to the client or print the blank form for the client to fill out. Well, that's about it. We've got some great new features coming in the fall, and if you're interested at all, give us a call or check out BetweenSessionsResources.com.